Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am 17 years old and I am almost 36 weeks pregnant, and I am expecting a little girl soon. So if you're new here and didn't know that already, um, that's pretty much what my channel's about. I also do daily vlogs on this channel. I did want to let you guys know, for those of you who don't watch my vlogs, I did create a second channel, which I'm going to link in the description box below. That channel is going to be for my updates after I have the baby. So because I'm going to be daily vlogging, I created a second channel for my postpartum updates, for her monthly updates, and for like any videos I want to film, maybe even some makeup tutorials. I know a lot of people wanted me to do those. So that's really just a channel for like anything I want to put on there. And then this channel that you're watching now is going to be my vlogging channel. So just so you guys know, go follow or subscribe to my second channel. There's no videos up yet, but I will be posting a updated 17 and pregnant video on that channel. And then I'll be talking more about the channel and stuff once that time comes. So yeah, let's just jump right into this update. So this update is going to be my 34 through 35 week update. I usually do weekly updates, but last week I did not have time to film my update video, and so I decided I'll just do 2 weeks together. So this video might be a little longer than they usually are. First thing I'm going to do is, by the way, I'm going to be 36 weeks pregnant tomorrow, so that's very exciting because I only have one more week until I'm considered term, so she could come at any time from that point on. It's nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time, but so first thing I'm going to do is go on to my app on my phone and tell you guys a little bit about the baby. I'm going to start at 34 weeks and then make my way to 35 weeks and tell you guys more about it. At 34 weeks, she was the size of a Savoy cabbage. The amniotic fluid volume is increasing. She is producing meconium, which is just the baby's first poops. I guess she's producing that at 34 weeks. She is getting better at regulating her body temperature as she puts on more fat. Her brain development is in overdrive. Her development is pretty close to done, and now she is just packing on some baby weight just to be able to, regulate her body temperature better. She weighs about 5 pounds at 34 weeks pregnant, and heartburn is a very common symptom this week. Her liver continues to develop, and she is ready to be outside the womb, so that's exciting. So if she was born now, she would be okay, and most babies don't have any problems when they are born early at this stage. Her bones are hardening, and it just tells me a little bit about myself that I should start upping my water intake and stuff like that. So now into the 35 weeks pregnant. She is the size of a bunch of carrots. Her lanugo, is that how you say it? I don't know, but is disappearing. She is getting her finishing touches and is almost big enough to be leaving the uterus. Most likely has a little head full of hair. She weighs 5 to 6 pounds at this point. And her fingernails are now reaching the end of her fingertips, which means that's time for a cut once she's born. And then it just tells me a little bit about myself. I need to start practicing for labor. She is most likely lowering herself into birthing position more and more, which may be relieving pressure on your lungs, but it may be causing pressure on your hips and your cervix and stuff. And she continues to put on a lot of weight. as time moves on. So this is what her handprint looks like right now. It is almost as big as the 9-month mark, which is really crazy. I'm going to be 9 months so soon, like it's surreal, honestly. But now I'm going to go on to my updates and read those for you. Now, there's a little bit more than usual, but honestly not as many as I thought I would have, seeing as this is a 2-week update. But I'll start off by saying I was very tired in 34 weeks throughout the entire thing. I have had cramping, which is very similar to menstrual cramping. I've had a lot of pressure, I've had back pain. The pains, they just keep adding up as I get further and further along, it seems like, which isn't surprising at all. But I've also been experiencing lightning crotch. I think that's how you call it, what you say. I don't know. It's either lightning crotch or like the opposite. I'm not sure. But it's basically just that like pinching feeling at your like cervix. I experience that every single day, throughout the entire day, on and off. I have pains whenever I have to go to the bathroom. If I have to pee, I will get contractions. My stomach will get very, very tight. And if I have to go number 2, it honestly feels like my water's gonna break. Like there's a lot of pressure and my hips hurt, everything hurts, my back hurts. So definitely that is a huge symptom this week. Well, these past 2 weeks it has been. I've had a lot more Braxton Hicks and a lot more spurts of pain, like random pains in my hips, random pains in my back. I have pains that go fully around my whole abdomen sometimes, and there's no pattern with these, but it's still something to keep an eye on. I have a lot more stretch marks on my butt and my upper thighs. It seems like they just get a little bit worse and worse every single day, but that's not really a big deal. I am very uncomfortable. Whenever she kicks now, it's always in my rib cage because that's where her feet are and her head is down at this point. So sometimes I get tightening in my stomach for long periods of time, and I can't even like stand up straight because I don't know, it feels like you're gonna rip. If you stand up straight, it feels like your stomach is gonna rip almost. So that's one thing. My nipples have been leaking more and more each week. I have had diarrhea still. I've had this for like ever, guys, and I don't know. It's literally so annoying, but I've had diarrhea pretty bad. My heartburn has gotten very, very bad. Between 34 and 35 weeks, it's become worse and worse and worse by the day. I've been trying to drink milk, and even though I hate it, I've been trying to drink milk to help with that. And it does help for a little bit, and then it just comes back again. But I have been more thirsty. I have had pains almost every single morning I wake up, and I have to go to the bathroom very bad. So I always have a very tight stomach and even sometimes like cramping pains just because I have to go pee. My nipples are darker than they were in my past weeks. Not substantially, but it's noticeable. And also my last thing is she could come within the next week to the next 6 weeks from now. So that is crazy that she could literally be here next week. I will be 37 weeks in exactly a week and 1 day, so that is crazy. But that is it for my updates and for baby updates. I'm going to measure my stomach now, do my belly shot, and weigh myself now. Alright, so here is my belly shot with my shirt down. This is what it looks like. And then this is what it looks like with my shirt up. My stomach is 36 around, so hasn't changed. It's been that for a while now. But every time the doctor measures my stomach this way, it is bigger, so I am weighing at 123 pounds. I just weighed myself. I didn't record it because then I would have to take the camera off the tripod and then put it back on, so I did weigh myself. It was 122.8, so I just rounded up. So 123 pounds, and that is great. I am gaining not a ton of weight. I've only gained 23 pounds throughout my pregnancy, and I don't think I'll be gaining too much more, but I might gain another like 5 pounds. My doctor thought that I would have gained a lot of weight. I'm not sure why, but she always, every time I would go to my appointments, she would be like, oh, I would expect you to gain between like 30 and 40 pounds, and I'm like, girl, that's not happening. I haven't done anything to not gain weight, but I don't know, I'm just very small build, and yeah, so that is pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'm sorry that this update is late, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.